Section 4. Distribution trunking systems. As single insulated cable is one of the most commonly used cable types in the UK, trunking is widely used in many types of projects. Where there is the possibility of single insulated or non-sheathed cables being used, trunking must be specified to comply with the wiring regulations. Cable trunking is defined as a closed enclosure, normally of rectangular cross-section, of which one side is removable or hinged, used for the protection of cables and for the accommodation of other electrical equipment. A common problem here is the sharp edges trunking systems commonly have. Cables easily snag and rip, and also these systems have been responsible for some serious health and safety issues. So look for a trunking system that has folded or curved safety edges and cut down on those ripped cables and accidents on site. Connecting trunkings together can become a challenge, with small fixings going missing and falling out of the mountings. So consider a trunking system that incorporates pre-fitted couplers and fixings retained and supplied already in the backed off position to aid the speed and the ease of installation. Another trunking related problem is that traditional turnbuckles can snag cables when turned into position and are notoriously slow to install. How about a trunking system that simplifies fixing and securing lids for installation, inspection and maintenance purposes with rapid fit, easy to install covers and specifically designed push-fit turnbuckles, again vastly reducing installation times? Consider a trunking system packed with innovative yet practical features that meets the needs of its customers through speed of installation, ease of installation, fewer components, reduced on-site man-hours, and that meets health and safety requirements. And then 50% faster to fit can become proven reality with the right selection of products. Standards and regulations are there for a reason, and it's important that as a manufacturer we comply with these requirements or directives. This is an example of IP, otherwise known as Ingress Protection or International Protection Rating. Traditionally, surface cable trunking provides IP30 classification, which is protection against solid bodies of 2.5 millimeters and greater, as per the 3 of IP30, and no protection against water, as per the 0. Let's now apply some innovation on a fairly simple product, but with maximum benefit to the user. The 17th edition of the wiring regulations included an amendment with a need to achieve an IP4X or an IPXXD level of protection for an electrical enclosure. The statement reads, non-sheathed cables are permitted if the cable trunking system provides at least the degree of protection IPXXD or IP4X, and if the cover can only be removed by means of a tool or deliberate action. But what does that actually mean? Well, it means that if using non-sheathed cables for a new design, trunking systems would require an increased IP protection rating, which is not easy to do. Basically, the test would employ a 1 millimeter probe, and the desired result is for the probe to not be able to enter the enclosure and touch the cables as per the graphic shown here on the screen. To briefly summarise the key points, Amendment 1 of the Wiring Regulations, 17th edition, requires IP4X or IPXXD. This was for new designs after 2012. This was for non-sheathed cables. This gives compliance with the standards as shown on the screen. This also follows into the 18th edition of the BS 7671 wiring regulations. To achieve this new regulation, it required a newly introduced or innovative method of connection, resulting in these increased protection levels being achieved. By investing in research and development and embracing innovation, a new range of IP4X compliant trunking was placed onto the market.